GT Championship. My name is Frank Finch and I am your commentator for tonight, and we are at round 12, the sprint race at Brno. And I have Jeremy with me tonight. Welcome, Jeremy.
Alright guys, how's it going? Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I was going to race tonight, but didn't go quite to plan, so I just thought, I'll come in and join Frank and have a bit of a chat. And watch the race and do a bit of commentating, I suppose.
Cool. Well, welcome. And again, just like last race, we have our eyes on track, and it's Seeks. Hey Seeks, how you doing?
Yeah, just recovering from a fairly tame race for me, but it seemed like it was quite a good race up front. So hopefully more.
I think you've done quite well, to be honest with you, dude. So it was an interesting race, to be honest. I watched it, and there was quite a lot going on here and there. So. Right.
Yeah. So. The feature race was a tight battle between Gaz and Adam. Adam was following Gaz all the way through the final stages of the race, where he spun a couple of times and lost his second place to Liam. So it was a 1-2 for Spam Fritters, and Adam just got third, so he was lucky to get that final step on the podium.
Right, but Brno's just about to go into his flying lap.
Yeah, he just started it.
Let's see where he is in the sectors. Seems like he's got a bit of understanding, in fairness.
Yeah, first lap the tyres might not be up to temperature.
I actually do find that you do have to. It is your second lap where your tyres really do come in.
I think it does depend how hard you push on your outlap. I found that sometimes when I've pushed on my outlap, the second lap was never as good. The second flying lap was never as good as my first, but then if you sort of keep the tyres in check and your outlap, it'll take one lap to get them up to temperature.
Yeah, you're right on that. You are right on that.
But you don't want to be going too slow because it is a slow track, so it's quite hard to get them up to temperature. Apart from that outside, they'll be front left.
I find it I was warming my tyres up quite nicely just on the outlap. Like the amount of grip that you end up gathering over just that outlap is quite a lot, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you always feel like your outlap's the best lap?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right in some respects, but not necessarily in the first couple of.
Any other lap.
not necessarily in the first couple of corners. It's generally coming up to middle sector and last sector, you start feeling the benefit.
Yeah.
So,
Brno showed some real speed and racecraft in the feature race, holding off.
Yeah.
Then Benji and Dean, who all qualified, well, apart from Ben, but all had top 5 pace. So real kudos to Brno there.
And he.
What's going on in the background? Someone spun?
Paul's binned it on the last corner. He's thrown tyres all over the last corner. So there's tyres on the racing line at the final corner there. So that's be nice if someone could bump that out of the way.
Yeah, Gunnar Gamble's like hanging it out there, literally just watching him, and he's getting their rear end all over the place.
I think Dean will be favourite for pole, having qualified 4th, I think, in the feature race.
Yeah. Is that his actual name? Dean, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I call him Dean. He done well as well. Yeah, he's quick, really quick.
Yeah, he is definitely quick. He just misses some consistency. Had a lot of spins in the last few races, and once he gets that under control, he will be definitely one of the top players.
Oh, look at some tyres. You can understand few spins, especially when you're trying to compete with some of the fastest guys in in this championship. You've really got to push it. It's but be gentle with it at the same time.
Oh yeah,
It's
you have to
difficult.
push very hard.
He's gone wide. He's gone wide.
Yeah, but he set a fastest time, a 58.1. So
That'll
that's
be beaten. Oh no, it won't. Oh, sorry, no.
No, that's a quick time. That's a very quick time.
Yeah, I just realised what it was. So, but going back to the consistency of Dean, with someone like it with his experience, he's got so much racing experience. You thought he might have reined it back in just to keep it there, rather than trying to gain a tenth and lose 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Doing so, but no doubt in his quick over one lap, and when he does hook up a race, he can compete for wins, and he did that in the F1 Championship. A few of us were part of. He did win that championship, so yeah, he's definitely a good driver, no doubt in that.
Oh yeah, he sure is. It's probably just getting used to the game and the car.
It is that though as well. There's a lot to learn. People think, oh yeah, it's just racing, but no, it's not. It's very technical, and it's a lot to learn.
I mean, in his first race back with us at Argyle, he was leading, wasn't he?
Yep. Okay, so far it is Gonna Gamble, aka Dean. He is on pole with a 58.1. In second is now Papano with a 58.8. Then we have this is I Super Scrub in third, 59.9. Then we have Seeks with a 2.4. And Jamie with a 2.1.0. And his teammate Paul is still on his fast lap now, so we'll see how he will do. So these are the guys that are able to qualify and are allowed to qualify. And the last 5, those were the top 5 finishers from the feature race. And they are not allowed to qualify for the sprint race. So we have some sort of a reverse grid for this race. And then, of course, Ben Milden with the qualifying ban.
No, he got top 5 anyway, don't know.
He did get top 5 as well. Yeah.
I mean, it would be really nice to see how Ben would do, having to come from the back every race, and he's still getting in the top 5 every feature race.
It is, actually, to be honest with you, Ben, I think that's unfair a little bit, to be honest. Because now people have been allowed to change their cars without a penalty, and I think it's a bit unfair. I think Ben should be able to qualify. I really do. I mean, it's making better. It'd make it better racing if he could be more towards the front.
I mean, a couple of seasons ago we had the rule of the free race ban to change it, which was fair enough.
I mean, I do believe in the fact that you shouldn't change your car. You know, you've chosen what you want, but you know, everybody's done it, and or to an extent, most of the people have done it, and I don't think fast guys should be banished to the back for an entire season.
Yeah. Just looking at the gaps there.
Well, the decision was made.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And well, on the other hand, it gives quite some spectacular racing. You know, just,
Yeah, it actually does in some way. Yeah, because he's coming through the field, but you know, it's gonna be disappointing for him because it's almost impossible for him to win any race because
that's true.
back.
Yeah.
And just going to the times, Liam, myself, and Jamie are all within a 200ths of each other, and myself and Jamie.
You are. Yeah,
2000s.
yourself and Jamie. Yeah, you are.
According to the game, I'm on a 1:60.0.
1:60. That's cool.
The ironic thing is that you're paying more attention to it than we are.
I'm just on an outlap.
And you're the one racing. Yeah, nice.
Well, that's a unique time.
You know that when you're
1:60.
You talk about crap.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, this comes out naturally.
Interesting. We love listening to you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Hey, I'm just talking back to you. What you were saying something and I'm replying.
That's what it's about. Hashtag Team Coventry.
So.
Oh, come on, 6 wait. Concentrate. I'll stop talking.
Yeah, I'm just about to come onto a lap now. So.
Yeah, and is he going to do another 1:60? It's really weird. Never seen that before. So Dean is still on pole with a 58.1. And here's Papano. And I don't know if he's on an outlap, but we will see soon enough. He is coming up to... This is probably his outlap.
When you watch this game back now, especially I was watching it earlier on the PC, the streaming is so much better than it used to be, especially in Project Cars 1 for instance.
The quality of the stream.
Yeah, the quality of the stream is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
The only issue that everyone's had since the start is that you can't take the yellow things off the side of the screen. It'd be nice to have a clear screen with just the graphics that you want.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. Six. I'm expecting you to get the pole up now, you know that.
Oh yeah, I'm only, 1.8 seconds off it.
Ah, that's just a bit slower.
Yeah.
So Six is still on a one. Six is still on a 1:60.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad lap. I thought I only gained 2 tenths in the final sector, but other than that, I was 2 tenths down the whole lap. So, oh shit, I know where the time's gone.
This is a tricky track, it's very technical.
Yeah, it is.
Fucked it.
It's enjoyable, but also unenjoyable at the same time. It's like,
You have to be in a real.
Patient.
Yeah, and you have to be in a rhythm.
you really do.
There's so many
You really
long
do.
corners as well. You feel like you can put your foot down and then you can't quite, and then some corners just make you naturally understeer.
It's like originally when I first ever played this track, which was quite a few years ago. I think it's Project Cars 1, a few years ago now. Anyway, 3 or 4 years. I don't know, 3 years ago when it first came out.
Yeah, 3 years.
And used to play this track, completely different, you know, game to an extent compared to now. But yeah, you went on the first corner of this track, quite literally, you could take it in such a way that it would actually gain you a second of time. And if you did it the way you were doing it beforehand, which you thought was fast, then yeah, you lost that time. And there are certain ways of taking this track that it can gain you a lot of time.
But that's why I'm so far off the pace.
No, seriously.
In turn 1.
Well, no, turn 1 is a very fast corner, but it's the way you gain more. I think you, as I remember, you take it later than you think and turn in, but with a slower speed, but get more speed down that straight.
Yeah.
Can't explain it. It's impossible to explain without showing you, but.
Yeah, it is what you see. Seeks already said it during the feature race. You can see a lot of people taking a different line there.
Mm. Yeah, you can gain a lot of time in that corner. It's one big gain, you know, amount of time you can gain on that. But there's a lot of other corners that you can do it as well. Well, I found when I was driving, you literally, after 3 or 4 laps, your front tyres are pretty much gone anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you started understeering a lot more that you could never do the same sort of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very heavy on the front left, this track. Okay, so qualifying is officially over, and it is Dean. Dean on pole, Papano second, I Super Scrub in third, and then we have Seeks with his 1 minute 60 in fourth. Jamie, Jamie in fifth. Paul Scott sixth, and then we have the top 5 finishers from the feature race: Adam in 7th, Liam in 8th, Gaz in 9th, Ben in 10th, and Benji in 11th.
Yep. It's gonna be an interesting race, this one. Hopefully the start goes okay, and it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, definitely.
I think what's his name? Gonna Gamble. What's his name again? Sorry.
Dean.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's more than likely gonna win it.
Oh,
Well,
no,
he is
said
fast. Yes.
Sorry, sakes. Sorry, sakes. No, I just think he's got the speed. I just think he has. As long as the other guys can hold the other guys back a bit, then I think he's alright.
Yeah, and second front row in a row, and 2 sprint races for the Pano. So another really good effort and a really good time as well, actually.
Yeah, very good time.
Let's hope that he can get away this time. He got so much wheel spin in the wet at Nürburgring. Yeah, he just didn't move, and then he was collected.
Yeah, well, lucky for him, it's dry now. So
Yeah.
let's hope he can get off that line. And he is on the inside for turn 1, so
Yeah.
if he can get side
true.
by side with Gun Gamble, he might have a chance.
That's true. Very true.
And then again, maybe they hit each other on turn 1, and Seeks takes the lead.
I don't know. We're gonna find out in a second.
Yeah,
We're
right.
gonna find out in a couple of seconds.
Which
I'm quite excited about the start here. I'm looking forward to the start. See what happens.
And here we go. And it's green, and Gunnar Gamble is off. What a rocket start by Gunnar Gamble.
It was. I told you, he'd be. If he's got anything to do with it, he'll be gone.
Yeah, the Lambo's traditionally got excellent starts, but Liam's round the outside.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
Oh dear me.
Jamie in 4th, where his name is?
Papano.
Papaya, this one.
Yeah,
I can't see his full
Papano.
name on this. That's the problem. I don't know what his name is. I don't know.
All right.
Adam's up to wherever I... Oh, Papano's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
And Papano
Oh,
just
the curse
spins.
of the commentator.
So the guys at the front have come forward already. The guys at the back even.
Yep. Gaz is in 6th. Adam is in 5th. Right behind Seeks. And they're coming in. I'm curious if Adam will be able...
I think it's going to be difficult for them to get past. I do think it's going to be reasonably difficult for them to get past. There's only a couple of places on this track you can really easily overtake, isn't there? So
I feel like it's going to be very similar to Nürburgring with me holding up the fast boys and instead of you. Oh, here we go.
Well,
there comes, yeah, there we are. There he comes. There's not much you can do really apart from go outside. Possible?
Yeah.
Oh, stay on the inside and outbrake him. Ah, it's not gonna happen. Come on.
That Audi is very good here with those tight corners, and of course Adam is really good at this track.
Yeah. He'll be so angry with how the feature race ended.
Yeah.
This is redemption for him.
And well, I'm
just try and
curious.
stay with him as much as you can. Just keep it there. There we are. Get a good slipstream.
I'm curious if he will be able to keep gas behind him.
I had to lift off there.
Yeah.
Gaz is reveling in the Stokers and he's closed right up now.
When you start fighting with people, you always end up being slower. It's just inevitable.
Yeah.
And meanwhile in front, Gun & Gamble has a lead of over 2 seconds on iSuper Scrub.
I told you, as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's definitely going to win the race. Like you said earlier on, he's not as consistent as he could be. So
yeah, it all depends on that and how fast Adam and Gaz will be able to get all the way down up there.
Frank, how do you think the season's going so far? Is playing out, between people, it's been a good season, I think.
Yeah, we've seen some very exciting races, and
I mean we're only halfway through as well, so I think we've got a lot of good tracks, a lot of kind of stuff coming up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And the wet weather's staying hopefully as well for some races.
Yes, I hope so too, because I enjoyed Nürburgring.
Yeah, and it was definitely spectacular to see.
Yeah,
so,
it was good. It was good fun.
Yeah, I hope we'll see a lot of those races. And but the racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it comes.
Gaz on the inside.
Oh, be careful, man. Yeah. There we are. Turn in, slow down, turn in.
Yeah, so down the straight.
Now we've seen some good racing this season and some exciting races. So yeah, it's the field is really close this year, this season. So that's a good thing. And we still have nice
just watching this race, you can see how close it is. I mean, look at it. There's a massive train of people just literally trying to get past each other.
Yeah, not only this race, but almost every race so far this season was pretty close. And we have still a couple of awesome tracks to come. Next week is Hockenheim.
Yeah.
Also a pretty hard track to overtake.
Actually, I love Hockenheim. I think it's one of my most favourite tracks, to be honest.
It's
that'll be an M6 track. M6 will still dominate that one.
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
straights.
definitely long straights. So they will definitely
Whether
have
it's
an
too late to
advantage
change my
there.
car. Can I change my car? I don't know.
You have to ask other people.
I hope so, because I wouldn't mind trying a few other cars and see what they're like. Except Ferrari, I mean, admittedly, I like it, but it's just not quick enough.
Not used to running in dirty air, I keep getting understeer.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks we have Brands Hatch.
That's where I think that's the next wet race. But unfortunately, I can't make that one.
Ah,
Well,
and then,
everybody's holding on to each other to an extent, in all fairness. Apart from, you know, a couple of guys at the back. You got Paul. He's not too bad. He's 11 seconds off his pace. Everybody's holding their own.
yeah, and there's a...
You want people to start making some moves. There we go. Here's a move. Here's a move. Is he gonna do it?
And that's Ben.
No, he's not gonna do it.
No, he's too far off.
He come from way too far back. It wasn't possible.
Yeah, it's what Ben does. He likes to show his nose.
It is kind of like it is intimidating to an extent.
Well,
He's
works.
trying to be.
It works.
He's trying to be. It does. He's trying to be intimidating. That's basically what he's doing.
He likes to show his nose. Oh shit! And just run off the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, he's
Just so
flashing
you
his
give him a
lights and
bit.
shit.
Just so you give him a bit of room.
No.
And he goes
Stop
for the
talking and
inside.
concentrate.
And right behind him is Benji, who's trying to go for that gap as well, but Seeks closes the door and stays close behind Ben. And he might have a slight advantage here coming uphill.
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna get. Yeah, stay on your left, like.
And with
No, he's alright.
Well.
and Benji is right behind him, so has to be careful. Because we all know that the Audi is very good in the corners.
Yeah, he's gonna set you up down there.
I'm not used to the understeer.
Yeah, Benji's going for an overtake.
Yes.
There he is.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
Oh, and there's almost contact
close.
between those two.
Oh, Adam spun.
Oh, and Adam is backwards on the grid.
I
On
can't
track.
believe he's done it again. It's
He
got
was
to be
just
something
like-
inherent in his car that is something. It's just not suiting him properly. It can't be because it's really unusual for him to do that kind of stuff.
I think he was fighting Jamie at the time.
Okay, well, okay. Well, I have to see it back to be honest with you to see what happened, but.
Yeah, so that is Gaz in fourth now.
Yeah, Benji got past me. I just lost it a bit on the exit of one of the corners, and Benji's through and already up the traffic plane.
And Benji is going for the next kill. Closing up on Ben Millen.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adams hung his helmet up for the day after that.
Yep,
Ben's
Adam
been wide.
Has Ben got enough to hold Benji back? He's crushed him.
I don't think so. Benji looks very racy, and he
does. He done exceptionally well in the last race, and
I think Benji would have also been quite disappointed with the first race, knowing that he would have been on the podium had he not spun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Going back to the moment where Adam spun right on the exit of turn 1. It's one of them things where you see the car spun, and you look at it and think, I've got to avoid that. But all you do is drive at it.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem, isn't it? And you can make a misjudgment sometimes as well, thinking, oh yeah, no, I'll go around this way, be alright, and then it's not. Yeah. Doesn't always go well sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the car's rolling.
Yeah, it depends how close you are to it when it spins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But back at the front, Dean is pulling a very nice 5-second lead. He's probably
he has got 5-second lead.
At the moment, noting that the other guys haven't got past Liam and Jamie.
He's in 6 seconds now. 6 seconds lead.
Gaz is
Jamie...
getting close, but Liam has shown quite some pace.
Yeah, he's obviously fixed his gremlins that he had in the first race. And he might be a bit disappointed if anything, because showing this pace he's had after literally no practice.
Yeah.
Imagine what he could have done with a week of practice.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about the other Liam.
That was some of my problem. I only got on twice to practice, to be honest, and yeah, you do need more.
Where's other Liam?
Other Liam is just behind Gaz, but Gaz did a 201.6 and Liam did a 201 flat. So he's now faster than his teammate.
That's the only problem with what I've got in front of me, Frank, is that I can't see any of these time. Well, I can see some things, but I can't see everything that you can see.
Yeah, that's the downside of being the broadcaster.
Yeah, I know. They should do it so you can view it both. That way it'd be much easier to see information that's coming up in front of me.
Yeah.
Benji's tucked right in behind Ben now. I think he might have a go in a minute.
Pretty close, yeah, you know. There's some pretty tight racing going on, you know. Not over yet.
Oh, still 3 laps and a bit to go.
You never know, Jamie could wipe all the midfield out and I'll come through for a podium.
Yes.
I know that won't happen.
You never know.
You can always dream. You can always dream. I mean, last week, look at it, I won. Who would have thought that?
Exactly.
And I got a pole position.
I know you've done really, really well.
So it's now a battle, a 6-man fight for 2nd place.
Yeah, so Liam 2, my teammate Liam, must have had
I super scrub.
Made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's now a 9-second gap to Gunnar Gamble. And it's now I super scrub in 2nd with Jamie close behind. And Gaz is right on the tail of Jamie, but then followed by Liam. Then there's a small gap to Ben, and Ben is battling it out with Benji for 6th. And behind that is Six, waiting for accidents to happen in front of him.
Yeah. You never know, it might happen.
You never know. But right now it's a very close battle for 3rd.
There's a battle for, yeah. And yeah, it's pretty close, all of them.
But Liam is showing great pace.
The more they fight, the more, you know, Liam and Ben's going to catch up as well. So, what was it there? Yeah.
There we go. Adam has disconnected.
Yeah, he already retired, but now disconnected.
I'm hoping this, you know, it's quite exciting. I'm hoping that people are going to start making moves on each other. I really do. You know, literally try and It's so difficult though, isn't it, on this track?
Yeah, this track is so hard to overtake.
But the faster guys are so experienced in knowing when is the right time to overtake. They won't just banzai it unless they're really desperate.
No, unless it's like last lap of the race or something.
And even still, they might just weigh up the options and say, you know what, I'm happy with 5th.
Yeah, true.
One mistake could drop me to 9th.
I mean, yeah, they're not going to literally like barge past people, no, obviously not.
Oh, Jamie makes a
He's just made a
mistake.
mistake.
He goes wide and loses a place to Gaz.
He's not going to get that one back, that's for sure.
Nope.
I think we're going to be settled with what we got, to be honest with you. Literally, what?
No.
You know?
Someone will make a move.
Nah, they're not
Someone
going
will make a move or a
really
mistake.
close, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, they're all so similar.
There it is.
speed.
Liam is looking.
None of them are going quick enough to be able to make the difference, if that makes any sense. You just haven't got
Quicker than
enough
each
speed
other,
to make
yeah.
any difference, yeah.
It's just a matter of who will crack on the pressure. Here it
They're doing
is.
even well. I mean, they've been like this for a few laps, so...
Yeah, but it's now a 5-6 man battle, and Benji
Yeah, I
is
know.
really close to Ben. He wants that place, and Ben has nowhere to go because Liam is right in front of him.
Yeah, he had a bit of a rear ender there, I think, slightly. Just a bit of time.
Even with that mistake from Jamie, our Super Scrub hasn't been able to pull away, so it might be a bit disappointed.
Yep, and meanwhile, Dean has got a 13-second lead over the rest of the group.
Is that him really pushing it, or is it everybody else?
That's because
not
the
being
rest
that
is... Well, you can
Fighting.
see
They're all
he's
fighting.
doing a
Yeah.
59s, and the rest is over 2 minutes because they are all battling each other.
Yeah, we saw Dean do a 58 in qualifying, so I think he's well within himself.
There we go.
Nice lap.
Yes,
Who's gonna
final
be
lap
off the track
has
at the end?
Yeah, is
started.
anybody going to make any moves? That's the question.
And
isn't it?
Benji is looking, but he's not close enough.
Oh, he's too wide.
Yeah, going a
Gonna
bit
get more
wide
speed through the
there.
straight though. Taking a tyre.
Here we are, and Liam is going for a move. Nope.
Oh no!
And that's a hit.
Flipping.
That's a hit between those two, and Benji got passed. So it's now Gaz, Benji, Ben, Jamie, and Liam. And Liam rear-ended Jamie quite badly.
Yeah.
Benji is a big beneficiary there.
Oh
3
yes,
places.
definitely. And he's gone. He pulls away from Ben.
Not surprised him, to be honest. Yeah, he was faster. It's just that he couldn't get past.
Yeah, but now he has, and just outside of the podium, and he's too far off to be able to attack Gaz.
Oh, I love that car. That car's such a beautiful car.
What's that, the M6?
That's a Lamborghini, isn't it? Is that Lamborghini?
Oh
or
yeah,
what?
this is
I think
this
so,
is
yeah.
Gun
Yeah,
and Gamble
Yeah,
in the black and red Lamborghini,
yeah.
going through the
It's such a
final
lovely
turn
car.
for his victory of the sprint
Yeah.
race.
That was cool as well.
Flashing his lights, there he is.
Nice one.
A
Here we are.
14-second lead over the rest. And will I Super
I
Scrub?
told you at the beginning he was going to win the race. There was no way that he wasn't.
And there he goes, I Super Scrub. Holds off
Liam's
Gaz.
gone on the last corner.
Yeah. So it's I Super Scrub second, Gaz third, Benji fourth,
Oh, there we go. Have some of that.
Ben
innit?
Milton 6th, Jamie 7th, Seeks comes in, Jamie 6th, Seeks comes in 7th, and Liam, who spun in the final turn, comes in 8th, Paul Scott 9th, and Papano. What a shame. A second place from the starting grid to
Yeah.
last.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes these things happen. You make a mistake, and you know everybody does it occasionally.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
sure.
you know,
It's all part
Yeah.
of racing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, that was an awesome race.
That was
yeah,
a great
watching them
race.
guys-
That was very
yeah,
exciting.
you know, you didn't. Well, you know, it was so close.
It was, and it was exactly, especially those final laps were very exciting, and Gonna Gamble took a comfortable win, and
well
I
done to
Super
Gonna
Scrub did a great job holding off all the other guys behind him.
You know,
So-
I Super Scrub actually took my setup. I give him my setup, and look at him, he's now got second.
I also gave him mine, so I'm going to take credit as well. I don't know what
Alright.
he was using. He was probably using yours, but
I don't know.
Well,
I gave it to him because Ben asked me to give it to him. I was like, oh yeah, alright, I don't mind.
Well, maybe he
like, give it to
combined
him.
both and made the winning setup of
super
it.
setup.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
That was it for the sprint race, round 12 at Brno, and this was the Thursday night GT Championship. My name is Frank, and I was joined by Jeremy and Seeks tonight. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us, people, and ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, and wait till the next one.
Yes, we will
Yeah,
be
thanks,
back
Adam.
next week for Hockenheim. Hope you enjoyed the races, and see you next week. See ya.
Good night.